This is like you're ranking soldiers, and one guy like picks up a gun. It's like, oh, he picks up a gun, and then shoots himself in the foot. It's like, what? Why would he do that?
Welcome back to Rank Roulette, the game show where we watch your sent-in replays, try to guess their ranks, and fail miserably. Of course, we kick off Season 4 with last year's and the only double-time champion, beloved caster and content creator, Loco. And on the other side, it's of course your host, Harstem.
You know what's beautiful about Terran versus Protoss, Loco? Is that in the loading screen you already know which race is going to win. So
yeah,
we know that this Terran is extremely favored, but that doesn't necessarily say something about his MMR yet.
Well, that Reaper micro is not great, but I guess we wait until the Widowmine show up, right? Like, well, that's what we're looking for. There's one.
Technically, you could also just say that the probe surround was very good. That was actually a pretty tight play, though, that scan, by the way.
Yeah.
That was not bad.
No, but like the planetary fortress over here at the third base, and then, okay, we now have some Cyclone harassment at 7.5 minutes. It's all... There's some stuff happening, but it's a little off.
Yeah, the thing that kind of surprises me too is seeing the bunker that is placed next to the planetary and the move into BCs here as well. Marines without stim and combat, of course, moving across the map because this guy is massing BCs and I guess tank Cyclone or something like this.
Yeah, Protoss was going like 3 additional robos while getting +1 air weapons earlier too. I mean, that's something we see every once in a while, but...
Is it though? Not sure what games you've been watching. This is where you watch too many North American games, Loco. It's not good for you.
Oh, this is the NA server.
Yeah. Yeah, in preparation for a rank roulette, it might be okay. Wait, is this guy just been right-clicking this planetary for the past 3 minutes?
What is going on? Yeah. There's a second planetary too, but it's finished right now. Where are all those BCs? I guess they're in the main base right now of Protoss?
Yeah.
Ah, there they are.
I actually called it ahead of time as well. Oh, nice little jump there in the mineral count as well. This guy has a lot of cash. He's been mining well, and I think honestly the call to go for a base trade is a pretty solid one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult one to judge, because I feel like there were some multiple control groups going on as well, or those zealots were just on idle. I'm not exactly sure. They could just be attack moved in the wrong direction there, and the Colossi did find a target, but... Pretty stellar game.
Yeah, is it a stellar game? There's one guy messing BCs and the Protoss is trying his absolute best of making it into a real game. Like, I felt like the macro of the toss was actually pretty good. Like, yes, he's floating 7k right now, but that's because he lost all of his production, so we can't really blame the toss for that. This Terran, I actually think, was worse than the Protoss. I think this Protoss just doesn't... Like, he lost his one observer. This guy's game plan is very simple. He makes an observer, scouts what happens. But he lost the observer in the early game, had no clue what was happening, and just was like, all right, what's the chance this guy is messing BCs? And the guy's messing BCs. Like, it is the one thing he wasn't prepared for, Loco. Everything else he would have destroyed.
So you're saying despite the fact that the Protoss was a better player, he lost against Terran, so kind of like at the pro level?
Yes, that is what I... Well, but this was more because, okay, the guy has a lucky scan, the mine hits the observer. If that doesn't happen,
that was skill.
I think this game looks different.
Skill. That was planned.
Yeah, I feel like he might have wanted to mule the base and accidentally press the scan hotkey. I just have a feeling.
7.5 minute planetary fortress, and I think that was like a 7.5 minute observer too, though. So it is not cool.
Well, I'd rather have a late scout than no scout at all, Loco. Okay,
that's true.
If this guy wants to scout at 7 minutes, then it's still better than not scouting at all. I think I have a pretty decent clue as to what this is.
It's always so difficult to think about the leagues that these players are in. Okay. I've submitted my first answer of the season, man. I'm excited.
I am the one that kicks off the show. You know, I will give my answer first. So my answer is Platinum 1.
Ooh. Right from the start, we're in a little bit of a different position. I went with Gold 2.
Really? Okay, yeah. Listen to my justification, though. Is that if you play mass BCs, you don't really have to be very good because the unit shoots for itself. It is very powerful. It basically kills everything one-on-one. And the guy was building planetaries everywhere, making it hard to die as well. So this guy, although he didn't play properly, his macro was relatively tight and he has a foolproof plan. Like his plan is, it's so difficult to mess this up that I feel like it could get you further than just gold. I was initially thinking like maybe plat 3, gold 1, but then I was like, no, the plan is so idiot-proof that everyone can play this and get to plat 1 with this. That's what I figured.
Yeah, no, you may actually be right there. It's difficult to say, right? So Protoss was sitting back for a really long time, so... Yeah, because of that, I feel like if it's in Platinum League, the guys will probably be playing a little bit more aggressive. He'll probably see that something is not entirely right, and he'll probably, you know, punish all of those planetaries going around the map at least a little bit. So I figured it's probably a little lower than that, but yeah, you may be right, honestly. It's hard to say.
Fair play. Spin the wheel, hamster. Let's see who's right for the first time this season. Or let's see how far both of us are off.
Diamond 1. Like, no, can't be. Oh!
Right in the middle.
For a second, it was tipping into Masters 2 there. I was going to lose
like,
my
what?
mind. No.
I knew Americans sucked, but... no way.
Well done. Well done. You were closer.
Well done. That's a nice little tie. Good job, Loco. Okay.
Who first? You love it.
And
with
a drone scout.
And a
proxy
hatchery.
edge. Yep.
Okay.
This is
a
Bly.
Could be.
Nah, Bly's builds are better than this, Loco. Oh,
Yeah, no, I don't like the link speed here. What's the link speed going to achieve?
Yeah, also the link speed finishes at the 5-minute mark.
+1 ground weapon, or +1 infantry rather here for Terran as the first upgrade is also questionable.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess he had the
before
money.
speed though.
Yeah. It's not what I would have spent my gas on, but nope. Okay. That's a barcode. You didn't have to blur that one out, hamster. That's definitely a barcode. We can all see that.
I think there's a Y at the end though. This guy wants to be identified as a barcode. Yeah. Oh, this is unbelievable. Imagine calling someone else a noob when you open up with a 1 base, 1/1 upgrade rush into a Thor and a planetary at the natural. This is. I hope the
I actually
irony
don't
isn't
hate
lost
the
on this
planetary
guy.
in the natural for once. I always think it's such a bad idea, but in this game, I mean, the Zerg clearly has been just messing around too much. This kind of shuts down whatever the Zerg had planned, I guess.
Yeah, and then the Thor Viking for any type of air threats. I like the thought here. The thinking is good. Planetary for the ground, then the Thor Viking for the air. Honestly, once again, these Terrans just with their foolproof plans, Loco. Like, you can't fault the guy.
There could be a battlecruiser transition. Now he's gonna wait, he's going for a second factory with 3-3 infantry on the way.
These
Did he
Marines are
have
jacked.
combat shields and Stimpec? I didn't see it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know about Stim. I saw combat. But I haven't seen him use Stim yet. So if he has it, it hasn't been utilized quite yet. But do you really need Stim if you have 3-3 done at like the 12-minute mark?
Oh, now we're going Infestor Muta as well. Like that's whatever level this is not the unit composition you want to be playing. Microbial Shroud on the Thors, let's go.
Oh no, this is a wrong
Another
hotkey there.
35-minute banger, man.
It is a sick game. What the hell? Look at these ultras go as well. Tanks going down. Planetaries falling. And Zerg is actually winning. Who's the noob now, huh?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know what? You can say many things about these guys, but they're having more fun playing the game than you and me.
Do you really think that the Terran enjoyed this game after 36
Well,
minutes
the
of
Zerg
him
had a good
holding
time, I
a
can tell you
proxy
that
edge, then destroying a Muta Infestor push of a guy that used Microbial Shroud on your Thor? Do you think the Terran here, if he gets like a feedback form at the end, would give this game like a 9 out of 10?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he didn't have as good a time here, but I think the Zerg was having quite a bit of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure that the Zerg had a very good time here, Loco. That is the one thing I agree with. They definitely played a game of StarCraft. That's also something we can agree on. Jesus, this is rough.
How do we decide on? Yeah, this is so tricky.
Was this worse than last game? It must have been
clearly
worse,
had a
right?
plan. Like,
Sorry?
he had a plan, but the plan made no sense. Like, to go for a proxy hatchery into link speed at like 4.5 minutes is not... Like, what is it ever going to achieve, right? And then Muta Infestor as a unit composition against Bioterran into Ultra? Like, what's going on there? I guess it's Bioterran with Thors.
Yeah. Well, I legitimately have no clue. He also forgot that to build an absolute S tier unit in the Ghost, I don't think there were any tanks either. So I feel like just looking at the plan was worse here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a worse plan. Even if the execution was better, Maybe the plan is what's important. I think I have a guess. I think I have a good guess.
I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm trying to think of the Thors. Like, there's a chance that those mutas were shown earlier on in the game, and we just didn't see that in this particular highlight.
No. The Spire went down after there were 2 Thors and 2 Vikings out.
Okay.
I'll help you out here, Loco. This is the last bit of advice I'm gonna give you.
All right. Oh, I have no idea. There were some cool moments in that game. I think it's, okay, I've sent in my guess as well. I think it's a little bit higher than the previous one. I mean, at least than my previous guess, but hard to say.
All
Do
right.
I go first?
Yeah, you can go first, Loco.
So I guessed gold 2 last time, and it was plat 2. So this time around, I've guessed plat 2.
Okay, this time I went for gold 2. I was like, this is...
Okay.
I was like, this has to be worse. And also it's on Europe. I still believe in my European brothers. So yeah, spin it, hamster. Show us what you got.
Silver 1.
Well, yeah, it was okay. I think you gaslit me a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie. If you weren't around, Loco, I would have performed much better.
Really? Silver 1. That actually surprises me a little bit, though.
Really? I mean, the plan was so much worse. And also the
plan was awful. Like, in my mind, though, there's no Silver League player out there that is ever playing Infestors. So the fact that we saw an Infestor in the first place immediately bumped it up like 2 leagues.
Yeah, but then again, he did use microbial shroud instead of fungal. So maybe that should have been a tell there for you.
But he did. I think it was like a little bit of rapid fire there. I'm not exactly sure what went down there, but yeah.
This is like you're ranking soldiers, and one guy like picks up a gun. It's like, picks up a gun, but then shoots himself in the foot. It's like, what? Why would he do that?
Did he rapid fire? Was that a rapid fire on the Infestors?
You want to see the beautiful micro again?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see it again. He hits one fungal.
Yeah, he does hit a fungal, and then
2
another one, and then a
microbials.
microbial shroud, and then a bunch of SCVs.
I mean, it wasn't very good luck. I think silver 1 is only fair. It's only fair.
Yep. Yeah, fair. Proxy pylon. Command center though. Okay.
There's an intention to micro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This is just a 4-gate.
Is there blink? I'm assuming there's blink, no?
Nah, no shot. Nah. He's rushing DTs behind this, buddy.
Yeah.
He's saving every bit of gas he can for the DTs and the blink. I'm not sure if that's a good play, but I can empathize with this.
Raven coming up though, so that's, it's playable. We're gonna recall it right now. Interesting.
When you say interesting, do you mean bad call or? Is that
it's honestly
like
a little hard
call?
to say, right? Like he did have that proxy pylon set up, but he wasn't warping in any reinforcements there. So we did have Dark Templar, but now we're going charge and no DTs.
Archon DT.
Yeah, maybe.
Archon DT. That has to be it. You know what's interesting is that he recalled out the army that he then attacked into a bigger army with and won the fight. It kind of tells you how good the recall was earlier.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick anti-armor missile right there as well from the Raven. Like, he only had like a split second to respond, and he did accidentally target the Zealot there, but at least there was something going on.
He messed it up really fast. It's like, what? Exactly. Your compliments, they have a weird quality today, Loco.
I'm trying to look for the silver lining here. So the Dark Templar are still murdering everything, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, they still are.
I like that scan over there. That was a banger.
This is truly a banger. This is a good drop though. And also smart to put it on the inside. Because then if a DT gets warped in there, you lift to the other side. And if a DT doesn't get warped in there, you just kill it. So overall, just a brilliant play. Good move.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
Going for another Raven as well at home. Decent macro as well on both sides.
Yeah. No micro though. And I think that either was a double or a triple stim. But it definitely did hurt those Marines a bit. A Thor!
Yeah, what's it with the Thors today?
Smart servos? What? Why do we get these games? Okay, I have no clue what this is.
We were off to such a good start there, all things considered, and then it just...
This was better though, Loco. Let's face it. This was significantly better.
Absolutely, yes.
Like,
but definitely not great.
No, but you could see that these guys definitely have played the StarCraft 2 before a couple of times. They understood build orders. No, I'm being serious now. They have a bunch of games under their belt, Loco. They know what to do. They executed builds. They had plans, dreams for the future. The Terrans, perhaps, dreams are a bit too ambitious, but dreams nonetheless.
Yeah, I think the Terran has studied a couple of games. He knew roughly what he was doing. What do you think of the build order, though, that Protoss went for there?
Not a build.
No, it wasn't a build, right?
It wasn't a build. No, he had a rough sketch, a rough sketch, but it's like one of these drawings made by the AI where there's like 6 fingers. Like I can't quite recall it being supposed to be there. That's pretty much what this looked like. The general idea was good though. I like just it because it has it's layered aggression, right? You get your 3 or 4 gate pressure into DTs, and this type of 1-2 punch is really difficult to hold for especially lower level players. So you know that this guy, there's a certain cutoff that I have in mind where he's going to be a bluff for sure. So I'm actually very confident about my guess here.
Yeah,
like uber confident.
Okay, I am not so confident. I have to be spot on this time around. Okay, I am gonna send it as well.
Unlike the other rounds where it was okay if you missed.
No. I have to be on point for this one, man. I wish there was like a Diamond 4. That's what I would have gone with. But I decided to go Diamond 3. I don't think it's Plat 1. I think it's better than Plat 1, but it's not quite higher than Diamond 3.
Yeah, it's like 3.5. Yes, I like that thought. We'll suggest it in the next balance meeting.
I think it's Diamond 4, but...
We make Diamond bigger.
It's already like 1.5k MMR. It's already a massive leak. Let's make it even bigger, yeah.
Just absorbs Platinum 1.
Okay, Diamond 3. I think that's it. What do you go with?
Oh, sorry. I went for Diamond 2, actually.
Okay. Oh, good. All right.
Ah, well done, Loco. Yeah, that's sick. That's a sick guess. Yeah, it really did have that type of diamond quality about it, though. Like you can feel it, Like it's
a diamond in the rough, huh?
Truly, it's a diamond in the rough. Yeah, it just
literally
hits different, Loco. It hits different, and you can feel it.
I think the multi-layered aggression you were talking about is actually it, right? It's not just one plan, but there's like multiple levels to the plan, and that's what you usually start seeing in diamond. Yeah.
That gets executed like that. I'm like, okay, maybe Platinum 2, Platinum 1. I can dig that. But here, you have that second layer, and it's a little bit like Speckhook, It's just like that.
It is like Speckhook, or like onions. Onions
just like onions, many layers.
Ogres. Yeah, ogres have many layers too.
Exactly. All right.
Who drone scouts? Good start. Oh, we're on Radusat Station 2. Nobody knows what's going on over here.
Yeah. I admire the drone scout though on the largest map possible. Making sure no 12 was on the way.
It's
by the time your drone arrives,
43-second rush distance.
By the time your drone arrives though, the other guy's links are already in your natural as well. It's like such a long time. There's no point. You can't respond anymore. It's a nice little link flood. Don't think it will work, right?
No, it's not gonna work, but there's no... He just lost the queen in a natural, I guess, right? But they already had a lot of minerals spent there. Oh, we're now gonna go into Muta suddenly, okay.
Muta versus Muta is the most skilled of all matchups. It's almost better than Phoenix versus Phoenix. It's very close.
I don't absolutely hate the drone scout, though. I know a lot of players just mix it in just to try and not die, because you can very easily lose in ZVZ early on.
Yeah. But isn't it just more economical to play pool first every single game? Like, it's better economy with that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So it's like one of these fake
a lot of players
things.
like just having hatch gas pool every game, I guess.
That's true. Yeah, it keeps things consistent. Oh, I love this
there's an
mining.
offensive drone. Look at that.
That's huge.
Trying to mine it out. Okay, transfusions on full energy queens. I love to see it.
Muta's popping in. And this
Neural
is...
Parasite coming up. What's that for?
That's a good question, actually. That is a very good question.
He's gonna neural his opponent's Mutas, dude.
I mean, technically, if you take one Muta away, you take 2 away, you know? He needs to fight it, and it's yours.
Or you could just make one more Corruptor.
Hey, you could have done that, but where's the fun in that?
Hey,
Loco?
the aggressive drone worked. That must have been like a 20-minute job over there, though. Like, that drone had to go back and forth so many times.
Yeah, that was a long endeavor, for sure. No? I think blue is just winning, no?
Fungal? Okay, well, that Fungal was... Oh, well, he did Fungal the Mutas there in the end. Any burrout? Oh, these are hard games to guess, man. Because ZVZ is always messy. Like, anything below the pro level, this is kind of what ZVZ looks like. It's always a disaster.
Yeah, and this truly is a bit of a disaster. Okay, I have no clue what this was. It's North America. Like, this could be a high-level North American ZVZ for all we know.
I think it's probably higher level. Like, some of the things look silly, like the drone scout and stuff, but I think he probably just has hatch gas pool every single game, and he's like, okay, I don't want to die to 12 pools because I got cheesed one too many times. So I'll just, you know, do it every single game. And the map pool is still pretty new. Maybe he doesn't quite realize that the rush distance is like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, by the time he arrives, he already needs to have made the decision of hatch first. Probably 43 stages.
Exactly.
It's pretty close, actually.
It's gonna be like a PVZ, you know,
hatch.
where you send the probe right at the start now.
Yeah. It's a quick drone scout he's sending out, Loco. That's all I'm gonna say. He's losing a lot of cash there, but that's not so what I'm worried about. It's some overbuilding of roaches, but that is a mistake that can happen. The macro wasn't super clean, but at the same time, the movement
either. Like that Baneling Nest positioning was in the main base. You know, when we first saw the Ling Flood. That was an interesting spot too for the Baneling Nest. Like basically everybody builds it in a natural in the wall.
Right, but there was only 17 drones for the defending Zerg. So I think he wanted to link Bane all in, and in that case, it was a hidden Baneling Nest. So it's not no one was planning on macroing this game. The other guy just hit faster.
I have to be brave with my guess. I want to be in the playoffs.
I too want you to be in the playoffs, Loco. As a Dutchie, I feel for you.
Yeah, we can make more Spekhook puns.
That's important. We can. If you win this season, I'll buy you a Spekhook. These things are expensive, by the way. Holy crap!
Yeah,
it's no joke.
I know, dude.
Yeah, maybe I'll buy you a slice. Actually, I come back from the entire cake.
Yeah, I was
like $50.
That's like a 30 euro. Yeah, no, that's too much.
It's too much for Loco. No shot. I think I have a guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna be brave with my guess. It's the North American region. I think some of the mistakes that were made in this game can be written up just to the map pool being new and like both players trying their hardest. We had spellcasters. One player had corruptors as a response to Mutas. I feel like that doesn't really happen below probably Diamond League. Yep. I've put in my guess.
Okay, I will give you my guess first then. I went for Master 2.
Ooh, really? Okay, I went Diamond 1.
Yeah, I initially wrote Master 3, and I was like, no. It is just the fact that ZVZ is so versatile, and that you can get very far with just all-inning, and also that it felt like the movement was pretty high level, like the just understanding that mining these minerals and then running by there and stuff like that. It felt kind of good.
That drone must have gone back and forth like 10 times. And that takes like at least 5 minutes. And the Zerg, I think it was the red player, he had vision of it. There's no way he couldn't see that.
Yeah, but
I feel like Master League players would probably shut it down, but I'm not sure.
I think you might be overestimating the average Master League player here, Loco.
I'm definitely right here, dude. No way.
Oh. Wow.
Really? That was an impressive game.
Yeah, I'm not even going to... I'm not upset. I'm not upset by this. It could have been guessed lower than what I did, but I still believe that my guess was more accurate than the league that stands here. If you're the one that played this game, then congratulations. You're just waiting to get promoted at this point. You're a couple of days away. Oh my god, Diamond 3?
That's insane, especially with some of the other games we've seen today. Like the PVT before this one was Diamond 3, right?
I can't think, dude. I have like a memory that lasts for 3 seconds. I'm glad I can remember the Spekhook joke, but that's about it. I was like, that one got a laugh from Loco. I'll bring it back another time.
That means I do have quite a few points, though.
Yeah.
That is correct. Your points total up to 12, which isn't atrocious, but it is questionable if you can reach the playoffs.
Yeah. I feel like last season I had like 7 or something in the first round. Ugh.
Yeah, we might have to do some Dutch accounting to get you through the playoffs. Remove a 1 out of 5.
We'll just send a little bit of spec cook to Hamster. He can figure some special scoring system out. It's okay.
We'll figure it out. You know, we'll get you there, Loco. Don't worry about it. We'll see you back in the playoffs in a couple of weeks from now.
I'm excited for it, man. I'll be there.
What was my score, Hamster?
Yeah, and Mr. Harstem, who initially guessed Masters 3, which would have been a tie, changed it to Masters 2 and so lost with 1 point more at 13.
Well, at least I got that going for me.
Yeah, this was a rough episode as well, Loco. The first episode's always the hardest, that's what I've heard in the past. People often say that, so...
I feel like these were difficult guesses, though, because especially the first two, like, they were proper long games as well.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't just like, okay, 5-minute cheeses. I feel like the majority of the games on, like, the absolute lower end on the ladder is, you know, it's like 5 minutes long. But these guys were battling.
Yeah, they were throwing stuff at each other. Yeah, this definitely does feel a bit like Cope, but this felt like a very hard episode, Loco.
At least I won against you. That's all I was going
Yeah, that's the only thing that truly matters. All right. That's going to be it for the first episode of Rank Roulette Season 4. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much, Loco, for showing up on time, as always. Fantastic guest. And hopefully we'll see him back later in the season. If not, that is what it is. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. All right, we've got ourselves a little Terran versus Terran. Quick pull away. There's a tank on the way for the defending Terran, our blue Terran player. It's gonna need some type of high ground vision. Like, you can't do this forever. This seems like a very mediocre play in my mind.